What's up, fight fans, moviegoers, Jedis, and Sith? Good morning. It's Sunday, and you know what time it is. It's time for coffee and boxing, guys. I'm going to let the stream catch up. Good morning. Peace to you guys. We got some boxing to talk about. And you see the title, so we're going to get into it. I'm just going to let the stream catch up. Otherwise than that, let's get ready to basically talk a little boxing on this Sunday morning before a brother has to enter the slave ships. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Tommy Temple. What's going on, my brother? No doubt, man. All right, let's get it. Good morning, fight fans. Good morning on this Sunday morning. We're going to be talking some boxing, and I don't like what the W.B.C is doing. We're going to get into it. Just wait for the other guys to catch up. Good morning, fight fans. No doubt, man. I'm your boy, Cotto, the boxing Jedi. And, well, this morning, we're going to go over some more W.B.C fuckery. Once again, good morning to everybody on the check-in. I've got something to show you. And it wasn't said by me. It's not said verbatim. No. I have something to show you. And you guys are not going to like this at all. Especially if you already know the W.B.C's fuckery. I've already come up with the my last hangout, which was late night boxing talk about the total corruption in boxing, said by Sammy the Bull Gravano, on how he was able. It's on this channel. Go check it out. 2 hours and something worth of nothing but information. As to people saying that these fights couldn't be bought and shit like that. All right, fine. So now we're going to talk about the W.B.C allowing Clenbuterol. You know what I'm saying? They're now allowing Clenbuterol. Piece of my man Ralph Calvo. You know what I mean? He came up with this, but I put it right there. I'm not sure if you guys can actually see it. But this is exactly what the W.B.C is fucking doing. Okay? This is what the W.B.C is fucking doing. Now, let me read it out for you guys. It says, Dan Raphael reported this. It says, at the W.B.C has adopted the new WADA rules on a threshold allowable for Clenbuterol to take tainted food into account, meaning past positive tests for Canelo and others would not count as a failed test under the new limit. Now, guys, I'm not sure what you think about this, and I have to agree with Tommy, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Corner Talk, how you doing, brother? Exactly, brother. Exactly. Corner Talk says, how are W.B.C allowed to get away with this? It's because we're not speaking. But we're talking about it. Guys like me, Big Boys Boxing, peace to you, and Tom, Raphael Dawkins, 10 players. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, man. Everybody, you know what I mean? That's been just cracking this case, man. Once again, go back and check out the live that I did on Late Night Boxing Talk on my playlist. It's there. You know what I'm saying? And basically, the W.B.C's fucking everything up. They're just allowing boxing to just be this handheld sport. I've given you my reasons why I don't fuck with Canelo, and I'm telling you right now, the reason why I do not fuck with Canelo is because he's being held by the hand. They're trying to make him the greatest Mexican fighter ever without even fucking fighting as hard as the greatest Mexican fighters that ever did it. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care if you don't like what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is goddamn true. The W.B.C title is supposed to be the most prestigious title, son. How many important motherfuckers have won this fucking title? How many great champions have won this around their waist? And all of a sudden, they're gonna let this shit just slide on by, like, oh yeah, Clenbuterol, that's not a problem. All to fit comfortably, so that way Canelo wouldn't have a tarnished record. So basically, what this shit is gonna look like was Canelo tested positive for PED, right? And then now what they're going to do is they're going to say, well, since VADA and the WBC allowed it, it's not a PED. You know what I mean? It's not a PED. So thank you. So now that it's not a PED, Canelo gets a brand new start now, right? We're supposed to be like, oh yeah, Canelo's the greatest. Yeah. Oh no, he ate tainted meat. Oh, listen, Clenbuterol's fucking Clenbuterol, whether it's in tainted food or not. You know what I'm saying? People that had Clenbuterol in their food, if their food was tainted with Clenbuterol, a whole soccer team was hospitalized because of it, and other people before that who actually had clenbuterol poisoning within their food. Why wasn't Canelo hospitalized at all? What the fuck? Does he have the God gene? Is this motherfucker? I mean, that's exactly how it's going. That's what's gonna happen here. This is why I can't stand Canelo Alvarez. This is why I say Canelo Alvarez is not is not going to ever be the greatest fucking middle ever. First of all, how do you start a 155? I mean, we can get into this shit. You start a 155 division, you duck Gennady Golovkin, then when you go and you fight Gennady Golovkin, so many fucking stipulations, so many fucking you know, you got judges, you got refs. I mean, come on, bro. And now they're allowing Clenbuterol to be allowed. Clenbuterol bodybuilders, professional bodybuilders take that for their cut cycle to cut up. Okay, can also, I mean, it's a performance enhancing drug. So now they're gonna allow this shit, and they're just gonna say if anybody else as well who tested positive in the past, you're forgiven now. Really? Wow, man, this is crazy. And you see it, you can see it. I'll read it once again. The W.B.C. boxing has adopted the new water rules on a threshold allowable for clenbuterol to take tainted food into account. So all you have to say is, yeah, I ate something bad. Meaning past positive tests for Canelo and others would not count as a failed test under the new limit. It's disgusting. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? These people are fucking retarded. The WBC ain't shit. You know what I mean? They're giving out fucking trinkets. And like I said, peace to Devin Haney. This is the only kid that I'm allowing for the WBC and for him to take this trinket. You know why? Because this is his era, right? This is the way they fight now. So if this is what's going to happen in Devin Haney's era, this new era, then fine. I can allow that because this is the way they were brought up. This is the way this era is brought up. But now Canelo, who comes from an era and a half, for him to do this is fucking ridiculous. Now him and fucking you know, him and fucking Fishnet De La Hoya have been having some type of beef. You know what I mean? Personally, if you ask me, I think Canelo is tired of this fuckery. He's tired of looking bad, and he wants to leave. I'm gonna give him that benefit of the doubt. I mean, why else would they be arguing? I don't think he likes Oscar's tactics, in which he always bitches. And like I said, I'm not a Mayweather follower. I'm not a Flomo, but I'm just saying, when Mayweather found the loophole on how to get around on promoters, all of a sudden, you had kicking and screaming Fishnet De La Hoya complaining about it. But the thing here is he's doing even worse than what Mayweather did. He's doing even worse than what Mayweather did. And he's doing it with fucking Canelo. Now had he been fighting still, he would have been a fighter doing that, just like Mayweather, pushing his own politics, right? But now he's a promoter, which is much more powerful, pushing all of this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know? And it's true, man. You know, it's fucking crazy. You know, I just feel that all of this, it's going to get somebody killed, man. It's going to get somebody killed. The WBC has been the most sued fucking, and I'm going to repeat it again. The WBC has been the most sued sanctioning body. There was one fighter who sued them for $40 million for fucking with his rankings. There were other fighters that was fucking with them as well. The rankings no longer, and I already exposed this, okay? If you talk to the right person, you can get if you got a fighter and you've got $5,000 to $10,000 to put under the table, you're able to move your fighter up in rankings. Now, the funny shit, if you haven't been noticing, these guys haven't been using a ranking system. They haven't been using a ranking system. Since when in this era do you hear rank number 1 or rank number 2 or rank number 3 going up against a champ? You don't. And then if you do hear it, They do the Bermain Stavern and they skip a nigga who was supposed to be honored a rematch clause 90 days after, and 2.5 years, a year and a half later, they give him the Bermain, they give him the Deontay Wilder rematch. Because King Kong Ortiz at the time was there and they didn't know if he was a threat or not. Remember that shit? I remember it clearly. You know what I'm saying? I remember it clearly. You know, and me personally, I'm just seeing it like this. This is why I don't fuck with Golden Boy Boxing. Golden Boy Boxing to me right now is cancer along with the WBC, like Tommy Temper says. To me, the WBC is no longer prestigious. That shit ain't nothing. It ain't shit, son. And Errol Spence Jr. is gonna have to ask himself this question: are you really wearing the WBC title now? Because from what I understand, the franchise belts are more important than that fucking WBC strap that you got that Sugar Ray Leonard has worn and other greats as well. So, young man, are you fighting for nothing? Are you fighting for nothing? Now that you got that strap, how empty will the defenses be? See, this is what I mean about all of these fucking trinkets and all these goddamn new rules. This is why football stays football, baseball stays baseball, basketball, hockey, goddamn it, even tennis, fucking cricket, rugby stays the same. But boxing always has to do some crazy shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking crazy, man. Peace to K Siderman, no doubt, man. Thanks for joining, brother. He says IBO are more prestigious than the WBC now. You know what I'm saying? The fucking WBO title right now is more prestigious than the WBC. You know why? Because it's being ducked and it's being shunned. What fucking boxing promotions shuns a fucking world title because one man, one threat, the real boogeyman at 147, if it ain't Pacquiao, it's Terence Crawford. That just all the other side of the street shit, they're ducking. They're scared. They know that Terence Bud Crawford and other fighters are fucking wrenches, monkey wrenches that can destroy their whole fucking plan, their little wheel of you know what I'm saying? Of bullshit that they're bringing into here. And we need that. We need that. You know what I mean? I don't respect that. Listen, if this is true, then I'm gonna have to say kudos, bro. But Deontay Wilder was heard that he said that he turned down that WBC fucking franchise belt. Good for you. Very good. If it's true, thank you very much, bro, for keeping it real. Terence Bud Crawford as well. Turned it the fuck down. This is what fighters need to do. See? But young fighters, like, this is why I'm upset at Lomachenko. Lomachenko was not supposed to take that strap, son. I thought Lomachenko was gonna take the real way of fucking boxing. But if you're a Lomachenko fan, if you're a Loma fan, and you're allowing this, if you're allowing Loma to fucking just take it easy and take a strap, then I listen. I don't know what to tell you, but I can just say this: you can't take him seriously, man. That's a gift. That's a gift. He's already had two hard-earned time. Why add that bullshit onto it? And then now you got other fighters who haven't been fucking they're not really talking the truth. They're just hating, like Gervonta Davis and the rest of these guys. They're just hating because they haven't been prized one. But they too are saying that's not a real belt. And I have to agree with them, whether they hate it or not, or because they weren't congratulated with one or given one. I have to agree. It's a fucking fake title. Where does this fit into boxing history, bro? It don't. It does not. And this era, this whole fucking culture of this era, in this era, does not hold itself up enough to say, you know what I'm saying? That they can start a history or start a history track within the sport of boxing because it's all fabricated, bro. The only way it's not fabricated is if these guys are actually fighting. You know what I'm saying? Is if these guys are actually fighting each other and if these guys are actually putting up their hands and showing their work ethic and their skill, right? This is how you do it. This is how you earn money. This is how you earn money, right? But these guys are more like the pockets, you know what I'm saying? You know, and they're letting the contracts fill in that gap where we say you have no heart. So your heart is a contract. Your heart is money. Okay, no problem. You will never be a legendary or a legacy fighter. None of you guys. None of you guys. And I'm sorry to tell you, Loma won't either. Loma won't either. That showed me a lot about Lomachenko. That showed me that you can take the hard road and be honest, but at the same time, you too will roll with the fucking politics. You too will be one of those sellout fighters if we let you. And we didn't even see this coming, and he took the fucking title. I'm very upset at Loma. It was Loma for me. It was Loma, right? Terrence Bud Crawford, Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua. You know, I had a good list of fighters in this era that would, but now if you're just gonna take something without fighting, and we know you for fucking straight up squaring off and winning victories with these, not just fucking saying here and you're like, oh, new champion. No, I'm sorry, I can't. I'll call you champion for your other two stripes, but I can't call you champion for this WBC trinket. And any other fucking fighter out there that's that are taking these titles and are just basically adopting these shits. That's what's poisonous to boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's what's poisonous to boxing. When these boxers just start giving up on themselves and just start taking titles. I just want to say yesterday I saw the Logan and KSI fight, and I just want to say Logan was robbed. You know what I'm saying? Logan was robbed. He didn't intentionally punch nobody in the back of the head to get them 2 fucking points taken off. That shit, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. And it's getting real close. It's getting real close that this channel is permanently going to be called the fucking hang niggas out to dry channel. Cause I'm exposing all of these motherfuckers, kid. We've got other great channels that are doing it as well, but I'm doing it to a point, man, that I'm inviting motherfuckers onto the show. I'm inviting motherfuckers onto the show. I'm making phone calls to Vada. I'm making phone calls to Golden Boys to see if I can get them live on the phone and ask them all these questions that you want answered. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to continue to push because me personally, bro, I don't know about you guys, but this channel has always been about the pure truth within the sport of boxing and defending the greats and the sport itself. And it's continuing to be like this. That's why I brought back late night fucking boxing talk. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else that's doing the hard work and down and uploading and giving, yo, keep up the good work, guys. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good fight. You know what I mean? Just keep the good fight up, bro. Don't give up. You know what I mean? Because boxing is still pure. The problem here is they letting the fucking money take over their heart. They're letting the money take over their decisions. They're letting the money take over the fucking logic. And why is it that there's still fighters out there that keep their logic intact, that keep their heart intact, that keep their fire intact? The guys that have actually said, I don't need that fucking belt, kept their fire intact. And whether we like Wilder or not, that motherfucker got heart because he turned that fucking title down. So I can't really say anything bad about Wilder anymore on this part as to him being fake. That we have to give the man. And I've been a motherfucker who's been very, very critical of Wilder. But if he turned down that belt and said, fuck that, that's not a real belt, I ain't fighting like that. Kudos, congratulations, thank you, Wilder. You know what I'm saying? And my beef with Wilder was always this. It's your staff. You need to get rid of them. You need to actually find yourself a full staff, bro, and you will be pushed forward. You can become a better fighter. You feel what I'm saying? Most of these fighters, their problems are mental and they know it. And it's because of their promoters. It's because of their promotions. It's because of shit that's happening, all these fucking politics. So their head's not fucking clear. Sometimes they're forced into doing something that they don't really want to do and go forward with, like Canelo. You can see the frustrations in Canelo. I'm more than sure the first time Gennady Golovkin wanted to fight Canelo, Canelo wanted to fight him. And you could tell that he was confused. He was stuck on his words because he had to follow a script. Yeah, I'm giving Canelo the benefit of the doubt. I always have. And this is what I'm saying. A lot of these fighters don't want to do what these fucking promoters want to do. But since the promoters are the ones that are fixing these fights, making all this money, they have no choice but to stay in line. And that's a bunch of bullshit because most of you guys forgot, and I'm talking to the fighters, that the promoters work for you. You are the fucking boss. You tell this motherfucker, you see that fight right there, you make it. Oh, no, but I don't think it's going to make money. We need to let it marinate. Do you want to marinate on the sideline, Oscar? Because I can always find another promoter. Remember, I'm in there fighting, making myself hot. So if I go to another promotion, I'm turning that promotion into a blaze house. Not you, motherfucker. Make that fight or you're fucking fired. You see what I mean? But these guys are like, well, if I fire Oscar De La Hoya, I won't be making millions. Motherfucker, make millions on your own. Make millions on your own. And if you're scared, come to Top Rank. You've already lower your voice. Come to Top Rank. Come to Top Rank. Sorry, I had to take care of something. So come to Top Rank. Top Rank has always been known for hard fights, kid. Hard fighters, and even fighters that you guys liked in the almost every legend has went through fucking Top Rank, son. A lot of motherfuckers hate Bob Arum. Why? Why? Because he jerked a couple of fighters? That's not about fucking business. All I know is that they've given us a lot of motherfucking good legendary fights that we can still debate and speak on today. How the fuck is Golden Boy the pinnacle of boxing when these motherfuckers are fucking destroying the sport? A lot of you motherfuckers need to readjust your whole fucking way of thinking, son. Straight up. Let's see. K. Sideman says, who you got in the Wilder Ortiz fight? I'm rooting for Ortiz, but I think he missed his chance first time round. Wilder, 5th round KO. Listen, Wilder is one that it's all about landing that one trick pony. You know what I'm saying? That hand is expired. This fight is going to be much harder for him. King Kong Ortiz has lost a considerable amount of weight for this fight. And as technical as he is, as big as he is, he gave Deontay Wilder problems the first fight. Another technical fighter like Tyson Fury, who don't punch as hard, gave him a very technical, hard fight. What I feel that's going to happen here is I think this fight is going to go all 12, and it's just going to be a split decision, son. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. I like Wilder, but Wilder has shown me that one trick pony almost had you out of there. And if you continue to be basic and not have anything else in your fucking punch arsenal, brother, King Kong Ortiz is definitely gonna put you on your ass this time. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I like King Kong Ortiz's chance in this fight, especially if he's lost a considerable amount of weight. Where he noticed that I'm not tanking, he said it himself. I'm not tanking out, so I'm not gonna short stick Luis Ortiz. You know what I mean? I can't give him the short end of the stick in this fight. The first one was good. He came a little close. He tanked out. And also Deontay Wilder had help within, you know what I'm saying? We all know what we're talking about. When he was out on his feet, they gave him the egg to wipe a spot. The fuck out of here. Then, oh, let's check a cut that's not even there. We know what happened. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying, Casey. Definitely. He also says, yeah, how come Shelly Finkel only seems to get rolled out when talks with AJ? Finkel was the hindrance in getting that fight. Period. Yeah, definitely, all of them. See, as much as Wilder was talking slave masters and stuff like that, when it was time for him to speak, Shelly Finkel said, "I'll answer for him," and shut that boy up. He sat him down, shut him up. He put a fucking invisible fucking piece of fucking duct tape across Deontay Wilder's mouth. This is why it's really the Deontay Wilder's ranting and the way he's going around trying to knock down these legacy fighters, these legends like Mike Tyson, talking about you could have beaten him in 86. No, you wouldn't have. You don't have those dance steps, boy. I'm sorry. None of y'all. This is why I continue to say that in the welterweight division, Manny Pacquiao beat the shit out of everybody in PBC, son. Believe it or not, even Spence Jr. I don't give a fuck who you are. And I say it all the time. This is exactly what makes me correct. Manny Pacquiao has seen these boys dance steps before within other fighters, bro. These boys have not. They don't even know each other's dance steps. I mean, Sean Porter, Errol Spence Jr. just had the hardest fight of his life with Sean Porter, for Christ's sake. What do you think Manny Pacquiao would do going up against a fucking Errol Spence Jr. or a Sean Porter? He's already proved it with Thurman, and everybody was, oh, Thurman, one time. Oh, Thurman's got it. After that, Josecito still. Oh, yeah, because you guys think that old is no good. That old, it's you're looking at it all wrong. You're thinking old, but you're not thinking old. You're not thinking old. You're not thinking chess fucking moves. You're not thinking experience. That's why all y'all are just on one fucking level. You're on one level. There are so many fucking levels, especially in thinking in boxing. And when motherfuckers say, how many old guys have come back and whooped the shit out of you and took them to straight boxing school? You want me to give you a fucking list? I can give you a fucking list, bro. Starting off with George Foreman, starting off with Bernard Hopkins. I mean, we could keep going. And yeah, they lost, of course. But that's that era, not this one. Not this one. It's funny how they don't want to give Shannon the Cannon Briggs, knowing that he still got fired because he's got 9 bodies in this era. Nobody knows that. They're so scared to giving him an opportunity in the heavyweight division, and he's still good to be the only 3-decade champ. And everybody's ducking him in the heavyweight division. Nobody want to fight him. And my man is still out there training. He's still doing his thing. Let's go, champ. This is why I say that in this era, you guys have a George Foreman and you refuse to fucking back him up. In my era, when George Foreman came back to beat Michael Moore, we backed that up, son. We backed Foreman up. We wanted to see Foreman. We want dude fighting from the days of Ali, still here, fighting, fucking beating the shit out of fucking heavyweights, bro. Young heavyweights still catching it and still going through perseverance in another era. You guys don't want to see that? You want to just see this? Here you go. You don't have to fight. Here's the title. That's what you want? That's what you guys want in this fucking bullshit crap ass era? Then you know what? You go ahead and you root for that shit. But don't you dare touch any of my fucking champions, my legends, from the silver to gold age. Don't touch any of these motherfuckers, because none of these motherfuckers in this era can even come close, bro, to any of them because of their work ethic, which there's none. There's hardly none. And then when a motherfucker like Terrence Bud Crawford or anyone like that after that comes out and says, I want to fight. I want to fight. But these guys are talking about I'm on the wrong side of the street. And then, son, when they wanted Pacquiao to sign, I mean, when you could tell when motherfuckers are ducking, oh, you got to leave Bob Arum, or you got to sign with PBC. You got to do this. You got to do that. Fuck you. Make the fight. Let's fight. What are you throwing all these obstacles in front of me for? So now Clenbuterol is permissible. Now Clenbuterol can just be blamed on tainted fucking food. So you can just say, if you tested positive, yeah, I ate something, with no investigations, no nothing, no hearings. That shit's gonna wind up hurting somebody, man. Somebody's gonna get hurt real fucking bad, son. Real bad. And it's going to be the fight fan that actually allowed this shit's fault, as well as the sanctioning bodies and the fucking, you know, the labs and shit that allowed this shit. Come on. All because Golden Boy got money, Mauricio Suleiman, which is the head of the most corrupt fucking boxing commission out there. So they have power, so this is allowed. This is why we have to speak, and we have to really, really speak and say what we must. You know, so that's just how I feel about this whole shit. If they're allowing all these cheaters to come on down and take whatever the fuck you want to take in order to become whatever you want to be, it's just fucking gross. It's just disgusting. Peace to Jeanne. What's going on, my bro? No doubt, brother. Peace to Jeanne, man. My man Jeanne's in the house, no doubt. You know, and it's just sad. It's just sad. You know, here's the proof again. I'm gonna show you. This was given out by Dan Raphael this morning. I'm going to read it out for you guys again. It says, the WBC Boxing Commission has adopted the new water rules, okay, on a threshold allowable for Clenbuterol to take tainted food into account, meaning past positive tests for Canelo and others would not count as a failed test under the new limit. That's the most crooked shit ever, guys. That is the most crooked shit ever. And like I said, man, these guys are going to continue to do this shit. They're going to continue to just fuck things up. And you know what? If this is what they're going to continue to do, I, for one, am not down with that shit. I, for one, am not going to back this up. I, for one, am just going to continue to fucking crack the fucking head of the WBC, son. I'm going to just continue to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, Johnny, they're making it retro. I mean, it's like, okay, well, just for Canelo, this is all just for Golden Boy. Understand this now. You may not believe me. I've been saying this shit for almost a fucking 2 years and a half now. I was the first one to come out and say that Kovalev was gonna lay down for fucking Canelo. You guys know this. I told you this shit was gonna happen years ago. Those that follow me already know what was gonna happen. I also came out and I also predicted that these fucking boxing fucking commissions were just going to let the fuckery fall to get their pockets fat. They're not going to care about a boxer's health. They're not going to care about what the fans think. They don't give a shit about no more. Fan service no longer fucking lives or exists unless you're really, really, really into boxing. And because, like I said, you still got Kathy Duva, you still got boxing, you still got Bob Arum boxing, you still got Don King boxing, you still got other fucking boxing promotions out there that are real hard fighters. Kathy Duva, if you knew about this and you knew that Kovalev was laying down, you just lost everything. I mean, she's happy about it because she sees his money. It's funny how he got a 2-3 fight deal with fucking DAZN, right? This is what they're doing. I will take anybody on, bro. I will take anybody on in a fucking debate who actually thinks that this is not to convenience Canelo, so he can fucking be called the greatest Mexican champion ever, and it's not going to happen. I'm sorry, it's not. It's fucking not. There are a lot of people in Mexico that can't stand Canelo because they see this shit. Roberto Duran called Canelo in his fucking face because Canelo actually tried to say there's no such thing as Mexican fighting style, and Roberto Duran looked at him and like if he was a stupid motherfucker, like who fucked your mom and made you? I do not respect Canelo Alvarez. I never will, son. To me, that's a fake ass fucking built up champion. And if you really want to look at on how they molded this motherfucker, hey, Cotto, I don't give a fuck about his resume because they all were caught late, just like Mayweather. I don't give a shit about any of that. I don't give a shit about any of that. Because Canelo has at least 4 questionable fucking losses. You could call me Canelo hater all the fuck you want. But before you do that, before each and every one of you nut-hugging Canelo fans out there come to me with this shit, understand that they just allowed your boy to cheat. So your boy's a cheater. So every fight, as far as I'm concerned, Canelo is packed with fucking Clenbuterol. You know what I'm saying? Because you can also gain muscle on that. It's funny how now the fucking sudden he's a light heavyweight champ. Get the fuck out, man. Get out of here, bro. Usyk should drop down, back down, and fucking challenge Canelo and show him what a real fucking light heavyweight does. Why not? Let's do this. How about Bivol? Let's do this. If Canelo really, really, really wants to fight, bro, if he really wants to fight, then fight the real niggas, bro. Close down 160. Fight a Charlo, nigga. Fight a Andre who's been calling you the fuck out. Fight Billy Joe Saunders who's been fucking calling you out. And yes, I said Billy Joe Saunders didn't deserve it because Billy Joe Saunders wasn't fighting at the time. Billy Joe Saunders just wanted either a GGG or Canelo fight. And I, for one, don't believe that somebody can just go from here to there without going through this. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. There are levels in fucking boxing, son. And if you ain't climbing those levels, bro, then you're cheating. Bottom line. Bottom line. Bottom line. I've seen, and motherfuckers who grew up in my era, I'm 45, 84, been watching boxing since 84. You think I don't know what the fuck perseverance in the ring looks like? Attrition? Greatness? You think I haven't seen real fighters stand tall and fight and lose their pride in the ring? This is why I say that us as fight fans, we have a responsibility. We are very important in this fucking, we are witnesses. We are the watchers, bro. We are the ones who decide who's great and who's not. Yeah, that person can fight, but if it ain't right, it's not it. And a lot of these fighters are not it. are not it. Oh, but come on, Jay, you can't blame the errors like this. No, I can't blame the errors, but why? Like I said before, why is it that there's still so much competitiveness in other sports and it's stood authentic? Why it's got to happen here? Why motherfuckers need their hands held? Why do they need their hands held so much? Because now boxing is fucking boxing entertainment, son. Boxing entertainment. PBC, pure boxing casuals, bro. Don't let that shit get you twisted. Otherwise than that, I'm your boy Jay Cotto. This has been your coffee and boxing report on a Sunday. Get ready to go to the slave ships, the plantation. That's right, gotta go to work. But otherwise than that, man, God bless each and every one of y'all. Keep sipping your coffee, man. You know what I mean? And like I said, man, watch out for these fake ass motherfuckers out here who don't know shit about boxing, son. And even the ones that are in the fucking game itself. God bless. Stay vigilant. May the force be with you. Hashtag come back to boxing, fellas. Salute.